Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. I'm gonna give y'all some time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. Here's number 8. What's going on, my guy? Just Jay, baby. Hopefully, everybody is keeping themselves hydrated and trying to stay as cool as possible, especially people in the city. It's another hot one, but it looked like it might storm again later. So, in the event it does, make sure you keep a spare umbrella. Cool gaming, what's going on, my guy? First things first, hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Wednesday. Hopefully everybody again trying to keep themselves cool and hydrated. Those who might be working right now, hopefully you smoothly getting through your work day. Those who might have to go in tonight, again, hopefully you having a smooth and a safe one. Those celebrating birthdays this week, hopefully y'all keeping yourself safe on that level as well too. Like I said, be visual, definitely be aware of your surroundings. But the most thing is just to try to enjoy as much and have fun. Marcus, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for popping. Appreciate everybody that tuned in last night for the conversation. Definitely was a great one. Definitely one I'm gonna definitely retouch up on again. Because these talks are definitely needed. And again, bringing that awareness when it's needed. And shout outs to Riders for Life for popping in last night on the panel. Definitely gave some good advice and gave some good insights. For those that missed it, you can catch the replay. I ain't gonna be too crazy today. Just want to go over a couple basics, some safety tips, especially for again parents and guardians right now. Those that might be out and about traveling to the beaches or the pools, please make sure that you are keeping a close eye on all your surroundings, and I mean that with all of it. Um, those heading to the beach, please make sure if you bringing the young ones to the beach, please make sure you are keeping close eyes and close tabs on them because anything is susceptible to happen to them, especially in an environment like that, whether it's crowded or not. Like I was saying last night to a degree, it's about safety all around the board. Um, Making sure that your young ones don't find themselves in a real dangerous or life threatening situation. And I'm going to say that again for those who might be traveling to the pool or the beaches the rest of the summer. Please make sure you're keeping an eye out on your toddlers at all costs. Please make sure they're not going anywhere near the shoreline. You know, make sure that, you are definitely by their side no matter what. Because all it takes is a split second and your child could get washed up in the tide. You know, we done had a couple incidents already where it could have got fatal with the drowning, but thank God it wasn't. Quick fact, quick fast action and thinking, basically save these young ones from possibly getting swept out to shore or losing their life. So again, parents, please be safe when you bringing the young ones out to the beach. Some of y'all might have areas on your beach where there's rip currents and sand dunes. And again, you know, your child could end up drowning hitting one of those spots. Um, you also have to be careful because a setting like that, you don't know who you might encounter on the beach, and you definitely don't want a situation where your child is definitely in danger. It's again all about building that safety net when you're supposed to, building that, you know, that borderline of safety, you know. Also, make sure y'all keeping everything intact. Make sure you got your sunscreen just in case. Make sure you got the proper foods and everything that you need for the beach as well, and for the pool or whatever you're doing. Frugal, baby. Right now, like I said, we almost had some situations where it could have got deadly, but good thing that it didn't. Again, parents keep close eyes and tabs because your child could disappear just as quick as you turn your head. You know, they're young, they got energy. They gonna want to be curious and nosy, but again, it's not the time to be stuck in your devices or just paying attention to everything else. And in order to avoid some of these accidents, again, I got to start putting down these devices and start paying attention to the surroundings. Um, I can remember one summer, person almost got kidnapped off the beach. A young one almost got kidnapped off the beach. Luckily, the parents were right there when the person walked up on them. And that's the thing. You got to be careful. You got to be safe because you don't know what you're going to encounter or who you're going to encounter. And the worst fears could actually happen while you trying to enjoy yourself on whether it's a family outing or a vacation. So again, please take the safety measures and protocols the way you're supposed to. Like last night, definitely was a great conversation. And, it kind of goes back to what I was saying. Again, it's not fair that you would have to go through a whole heap of headaches because you wasn't paying attention or you wasn't being as safe as you should be. Your kids should never wander off further than anything. They should be, like I said, stuck to you like a glue trap. Because it's only going to take a small fraction of a second for things to go left. I'm trying to keep close tabs. 22, what's going on, my guy? Trying to keep close tabs on the story I was talking about yesterday. Now, again, for some that might have not been aware about it, some of y'all got the news clip or seen the news about the man trying to kidnap 6-year old and him throwing a 6-year old to the ground hard when his plans basically got full. But I'm gonna say this again. Some people was ready to do the utmost or say the utmost, but let me say this again. This is a person that I had some form of interaction with or contact with. That man is definitely certifiable. Like he shouldn't be out on the streets because you never know what kind of scenarios are gonna present itself. You know, and again, these are the type of talks you got to start having. These are the type of talks that you really need to start paying attention to because there's so many different scenarios happening right now. You know, it's like a Pandora's box basically. There's too much going on. You don't know what you're going to encounter or what you might actually go through. But it still gives no excuse regardless. Hence why I said y'all have to start paying attention. Your child might be a certain age, but that does not mean they are not liable or not susceptible to get hurt or possibly be taken away from you. You still have to worry about situations with kids who are going missing, being kidnapped. And just like Ryder said last night, just because you don't see certain vehicles or certain vans along those lines, that doesn't mean there's still not people out there who are on that type of creep time, And that's the one thing you want to avoid. You want to avoid any form of confrontation when it comes to these people. Again, when you know something don't seem right, something seems like a red flag, you must act upon it, you know. it is important again, you know. Also, if you know, prime example, your child might have got hurt, might have suffered some form of a head injury, whatever. Please make sure you're doing the right things, taking them to the hospital, checking them out, making sure they don't have no form of concussion or anything along those lines. You don't know how many situations that almost turned bad because, you know, when they say you hit your head hard enough, you're supposed to stay up. You would have to stay up because, again, the minute you decide to go to sleep, you might not wake up out of it. You might fall into a coma, you know. So it's important. And I would say that not just for the kids, but for the adults as well, too. If you or somebody you know suffered some form of head trauma, please make sure you're going to get yourselves checked out, you know, and please make sure that you're doing everything ample to keep yourself afloat, you know. That's the scariest thing, to think that if you suffered head trauma and you go to sleep, you might not wake up. I knew somebody who was close to the family that went exactly through that. Had head force and blood force trauma to the head. Was told not to go to sleep, try to stay up. But this thing, when you're tired and your body is telling you you're tired, you know, you tend to want to just lay down. But, you know, I always said if this person wouldn't have laid down, maybe this person would have survived. This person was a victim of domestic violence. I had spoke about this one time before, and suffered head trauma. The fact that you could think to try to stomp on somebody's head, you know, and kick them and do everything up under the sun, it's unimaginable because, again, you don't know what kind of damage you really sparked. You don't know what kind of damage you really just let loose, you know. Chill, will, baby. And again, you know, it's sad because, again, you don't want to hear stories like that. You definitely wish that things like that wasn't happening. But I would also say for some of y'all ladies out there, please be careful about who you dating. Please be careful about who you trying to build with. Make sure that they have their mental health on point. Make sure that they are not on that level of any form of violence or any form of abuse for that matter. You know, think that's really important, you know. It's all right, chill. I mean, this was a close family friend, but see, this is why I said to some degree, you know, violence can strike at any time, especially in these situations. But to be honest with you, I never felt that these are the type of situations that anybody should endure, you know. And it goes on both ends because you got some men out there, even though they ain't reporting it or even though they ain't saying much about it, you got some men who are going through that as well too. BDBGP, what's going on, my guy? You know, and that's what I'm saying. You know, when you know you had some form of head trauma, please make sure if anybody around you has had it, make sure that they going to get checked out. Please make sure that they stay up and don't fall asleep at least until the time frame to do so. You know, and this is what I'm saying. Mental health, like I was saying last night, is something that can't be overlooked or thrown under the rug. You know, there's some of you right now who are dealing with people, or you could be dealing with people, and you're not really too sure if, you know, if they mental health and they psyche is up to par. Like I said, you know, in certain instances, it don't even be mental health. It's just some people are really that evil, that, you know, maniacal and that sadistic. It's not a good look, you know. It should never be a situation where you got to fight for your life and you're supposed to be with somebody, you know. So Again, just put yourself in a good position. Make sure you are trying to, you know, be amongst somebody who actually has your best interest at heart. You missed a good live last night, Chill Will. You missed a good one last night. You definitely went in. Um, like I said, you never know what anybody is going through in their mind. And again, for some people that are already probably suffering from mental health, all it takes is just one trigger. All it takes is one situation for that person to go completely bad or haywire. Now, see, also, I would say this: you should never have to, again, fight for your life when you are quote unquote building with somebody. It's the worst thing. Again, you claim to have love for somebody, then love is not just a feeling, it's actions, it's expressions. And there's some of y'all who you think that it's normal, you think that it's good to just be around somebody who's abusive, but it's not. It should never be tolerated or accepted because, again, there are some people who have lost their life trying to fight just to get up out of these situations. And that's the thing. You never know what somebody is thinking or, what somebody could be plotting. Again, love is not broken bones, black eyes. Love is not being locked up for DV, none of that. Diddy, baby. Those that just tuned in, y'all make sure you hit that like button. So like I said, I'm gonna talk on a couple of little things today, but I ain't gonna be too crazy. Sorry I sound a little bit out of it. Yeah, your boy done went to that beach today. So just as quick as I was there, I was coming home because that sun was beaming and just draining me. But again, you gotta understand that, you know, the worst type of interaction is having an interaction with somebody who's too violent. No doubt, Chill Will. Yeah, because we went in last night. And again, shout outs to Riders for popping in on the panel. I think it's important, it's critical, again, to really assess every situation in life, even down to your relationships. Do you want to be with somebody who is going to be controlling, manipulative, or physically violent, or do you want somebody who's going to love, cherish you, and try to help build you, stand side by side with you? It's important. It's important that you think about these things before you just jump into any form of relationship or before you think about marriage. Prime example, if you've been dealing with somebody and you see that there's always constant yelling, fighting, cursing, things being thrown, that's when you should have a red flag. And I say that on both ends. Because there's some fellas out there who are always taking a blunt force of things as well, too. See, when I call down these things, I call it down the middle. Because domestic violence don't just affect women. Domestic violence affects men because you got some men who feel, well, why should I report this when I'm a man and, or why should I have to do anything when, this is a woman? You know, some people might feel embarrassed. Some men just throw it under the rug too, but there's nothing normal and there's nothing safe about something being thrown at you. That's on both levels. Just like the other week, this one girl tried to throw a whole glass bottle at her boyfriend and almost hit him in the head. For what reason? I don't know. I didn't bother to delve into that. But the fact that you did that and you could have seriously hurt him, or you could have possibly unalived him because if he would have got hit in his temple, if he'd have got hit somewhere where there's no way to stop the bleeding, could have been gone. Violence is never the answer when it comes to how you deal with situations in your relationship. I want a lot of you young men and women to understand that. There's some of you who are being too damn aggressive with your partners. But this is going to be a reason why your partner ends up leaving, or why your partner will just find ways to stay away from you. Again, you want to try to keep the balance. It's never acceptable on either end for hands and fists to be flying. And again, if you feel it's getting to that level, or if it has already gotten to that level, your best bet is to try to get away before it's too late. You definitely don't want to be another victim of circumstance or casualty of circumstance, and you definitely don't want to have to do the unthinkable just to protect yourself. But we've had so many situations where things have turned sour. And the first thing when it's all said and done is I had to protect myself, or I felt like my life was in danger. You should never have those feelings, or should never have those doubts. You should never even think to raise your hand. Because I'm going to be honest with you. You know, men and women are not equal when it comes to anything. We're not. You know, y'all could be physical, yes, but there are men who are out there even more physical. You know, how do you always try to say it? Um, there's always somebody that's bigger, stronger, or better than you. So if you think what you doing is a good thing, I'm gonna say this: at some point you will meet your match, or at some point you'll get humbled. For some of you young fellas out there, I want y'all to understand there should be no reason why you quick to fight or try to put hands on a woman, right? Think about it. You came out of a woman. That'd be like somebody hitting your mama. If your mother has never been abused, then you should take that for what it is. And you should respect the fact that, again, you came out of a woman. So why would you think to put your hands on a woman? And this is what I'm saying. Some of y'all, it seems like you programmed to think that this is the norm. Now, again, there are some situations where people are doing that because this is something they were surrounded by. There's some people growing up into that type of violence and that type of toxicity. But it's sad that some of these people won't get that chance to learn anything until it's too late. You know, again, the toxic vibes, it needs to stop. You know, it's time. It's time for y'all to really start searching deep inside you. What's more important, your life and your safety, or just trying to be with somebody just because? There's some people who unfortunately lost their lives because they wasn't willing to get away from these scenarios and situations. But in the same token, we got some people who were just lucky to get away. You know, so again, this is something to think about. You know, I speak highly on this because, again, these are the type of talks we need to keep having. We got people who are coming up behind us, and some people are going to be lost. Some people are going to be lost because they don't know, if what they're doing is right, or things that they could be doing is wrong. But I'm going to be honest with you. There's no amount of love that's going to keep me with somebody if I know they are being physical or being verbally abusive. And that's another thing. That's another thing that will kill your pride. That's another thing that will kill everything in your spirit, is when you're allowing people to say and do whatever. You know, you never allow somebody to talk to you like you less than. And the minute you are with somebody who thinks of you as less than, you get away from that. Go find somebody who's going to treat you with the utmost respect. You find somebody who is definitely going to keep your safety intact. You know, the main thing how some people would say, find somebody that you could bring home to your parents. And that's on both ends. You know, and there's sometimes you're just gonna have to follow your gut instinct. Now, you know, you have some people who want to follow and follow the leader, but in the same token, you can't follow everything. You can't. There's some people who will try to tell you, oh, well, you and this person look happy. Y'all should try to work things out. There's nothing to work out, in my opinion, if there's going to consistently be violence and abuse. I'm sorry. For those who might be just tuning in, it could be a trigger warning. Because we know there's some people who have suffered or have gone through that form of suffering. Or you might know people who have. You might have had to help some of these people get away from these scenarios. But it's not acceptable at all. Nobody, and I mean nobody, should be fighting each other. You know, what's the point? You know, what's the point of fighting somebody you're supposed to be building with or somebody you claim you love? What's the purpose? And what are you really gaining out of that? The only thing you're gaining is either a trip to an early grave or a trip to the precinct. You know, the choice is yours. You know, because in the long run, you know, these are things that can't be overlooked. This is why we have to exercise that, you know, that it's very important that, again, you young ones keep yourself safe. Don't put yourself in a situation where you can't get out of it, or your peoples are going to have to get you out of it. And if there's a situation where it's already kind of gone in, then again, you better get up out of Dodge and don't manage to bring yourself back. You know, the minute you go back to that form of abuse, it, you know, it could be your last time. I've always felt that, you know, the higher power gives you chances on certain situations. Now, if you choose to follow your instincts, you know, and also follow that golden rule, you can see yourself in a better position. You know, because again, why be with somebody who thinks less of you and just want to control you? Don't you want to be in a situation where y'all can work together, come together, you know, and build the right way? That's a question that some of y'all should be asking. Like what I was telling y'all about, you know, my mom's friend. You know, not a day goes by that I don't think about her neither because she was too young to go the way she went. You know, she never got the chance to have children, never got the chance to really be happy because she was in a situation where she was unhappy. And almost every time she thought to get away, she ended up right back up with him. That's not love. You know, that's just all around abuse. You verbally getting abused, you physically being abused. There was one situation where I believe he did the unthinkable to her just because he couldn't control himself. And that right there is not nothing that should be overlooked neither. You know, the minute some of you see that it's consistencies like this happening, you got to make the decision for yourself to get away and stay away, no matter what. Because again, there's no amount of love and there's no amount of feelings that should have you attached to somebody that obviously doesn't want to see well for you. So again, these are things you cannot overlook, and these are things that you really need to stand your ground on. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to. It's unfair that we've had some people who have again passed away untimely because of these situations. Now, again, yes, we've had women who have been victims of abuse and lost their life, but we've also had men who were victims and wasn't expecting the type of violence that came to them. In some of these situations, it seems like when it came down to these men being unalived by their spouse or by somebody they was supposed to be with, it always seems to be like either they're sleeping or they just wasn't expecting the unexpected. But the first sign of violence or abuse in any level, you must get away from that. You must detach yourself from that person. Because again, the only thing is going to give that person is going to give them that false sense that, oh, okay, so you're going to allow me to keep doing this to you, so I'm going to keep doing this to you. They ain't going to respect you. And then it's going to get even worse. You know, that's the first thing. Once they feel like they have taken your confidence and your respect, everything else is going to be out the window. Spirit, baby. I'm doing good, sis. I'm doing good. Just trying to stay cool right now. Had me a little beach day today, but unfortunately, I had to leave because I forgot I had a time schedule. And it also looks like it might try to storm, so I ain't trying to get caught out there. But hope all well with you, though, sis. But again, the minute you decide to go back to somebody who has clearly shown you no love, no dedication, and no respect, guess what? They're gonna use that as a weapon against you. You know, and it's the worst thing. It's the worst thing when some of these people don't even get a chance to really circle around because this is what's happening. You know, I hear you, sis. We had got a storm yesterday for a little while, but they ain't do nothing to make it warmer. So, you know, but again, some of you should really take a look at yourselves, take a deep dive into your spirit, you know, and ask yourself if this is really what you want. Because if you feel you want better and you deserve better, then your best bet is to try to go out there and find something better. Don't be stuck trying to make things work with somebody when it's obviously not working. And obviously the same things are still happening, the same repeated patterns. Fellas, the same thing. You got a woman that's being aggressive, being abusive. You ain't got to put your hands on her. You ain't even got to do nothing. Just walk away. You know, and that's the thing. Some people are scared to walk away because they feel like they are going to be missing out on something, but or they feel like they could still try to change, whatever's going on. But once you see that there's no progression and no change, why stay with it? You know, why put yourself in that predicament? You want to be with somebody who's going to bring you peace, bring you happiness, but also gives you a clear understanding, a clear mind, you know. Again, we have a lot of young brothers and sisters right now who are unfortunately not here to tell their stories just because of that. In some situations, the minute you have that chance to leave, that's what you should do, leave. Because the second you decide to go back, that could be your ultimate downfall. And I can say that because I've seen this happen. Like I said, my mother's friend wasn't, shoot, I don't even believe she was in her 30s. She barely even made it to 30 because of the situation with the husband and all. And again, think about it. There's some situations where the minute something happens, this person could possibly get away with what just happened. This person could possibly get away with murder. Some people don't even get the right justice because of these type of situations. It's unfair, because again, it's leaving heartache and headache towards the families. Marlene, baby, serious, baby. And again, I think it's important that you take a step back and realize what's more important, man. You know, we know sometimes it can be hard to leave, but then again, you got to remember your safety comes first. Your life preservation comes first. You know, you got some people who will try to, like I said, entice those same ones. Oh, y'all just had a little spat. Y'all could work this out, or oh, don't leave that person just yet. See if things change. See if things will work out. But there's going to be some scenarios where things are not going to change. It's not going to work. And again, your safety shouldn't be compromised because of. If you want to be here longer, if you want to be able to say, you know, I'll definitely find something that's conducive to me, then do so. Again, take a stand for yourself. And I'm going to say that on all angles. Take a stand for yourself. You got people right now that even if they didn't unalive a person because of domestic abuse and physical abuse, that they locked up. And shoot, who knows how long they'll be locked up. Like I said, on either angle, it's the worst thing to do is put your hands on somebody. I would encourage some of you fellas out there to learn a lesson. Just like I would encourage some of you young ladies out there, learn a lesson. If you were not born around any type of and wasn't raised around any type of physical or verbal abuse, then there's no excuse or no reason for you to do so. Now, again, there are some people who that's all they know is because that's all they was raised around. But it's sad because you would want to try to break that cycle. Blackout, what's going on, my guy? Yes, some of this physical and verbal abuse. You know, some of these people do have severe forms of mental sickness, or they just scarred from the things that they have come across. Trauma is definitely something that shouldn't be overlooked either on any angle, you know. And again, like I said, safety over everything. I'm gonna keep promoting that shit because again, your life is the most important thing. You only get one life in a physical body, and you want to try to leave your blueprint, and you want to definitely say that you spent your time here with somebody who's worth it. Why waste your time and spend your time with somebody who doesn't give two shits about you, and they show that every day? Appreciate you, my guy. Be safe on the road. Anybody that's traveling right now, y'all make sure y'all do the same thing. Keep yourself safe on the road. And I think that's something that we got to start having more topics about. You know, again, how do you get yourself away from a real dangerous scenario? And how would you counteract these things? Like I said, there's some people who they they don't get the message until it's too late. Like I said, overall, sometimes that higher power is giving you a way out. So if you're going to ignore that message, or you're going to ignore that given sign, then guess what? It'll only be a matter of time before you'll end up being in a real tough situation. I'm sorry, but we got to start getting to a better place of thinking. Now, yes, domestic abuse and verbal abuse has been something that's been around for God knows how long. But the reason why the numbers, in my opinion, are going higher and higher because, again, people are not thinking for themselves. People are not taking that opportunity to say, you know what, this ain't worth it. This is not worth my sanity. It's definitely not worth my physical health nor my mental health. Why put somebody in your space if this is what they're going to do? Why put somebody around you if they're going to compromise your mental health and your spiritual health? That's something that you should think about. You know, like fellas, why would you want to be with a woman who's going to consistently down you, try to emasculate you in public, or just don't actually give two shits about you? Why should you? Plenty of fish in the sea, and that's what some people fail to realize. There are plenty of fish in the sea. You make sure you get with somebody who actually wants to see good coming from you, and not somebody who wants to see you tore down and beaten up. Some people are going to consistently make the same mistakes because this is what they're accustomed to. Sad to say, there are some women who will always be in these type of abusive situations because this is all they know. Fellas, get with a woman that actually was raised by their father. That's just my overall opinion on it. Get with somebody who actually had either or parent, you know, but definitely make sure they had a father that was in their life because those women tend to show you exactly what they need to show you. They're going to show you love and respect, you know, and if anything, you know, you'll definitely be treated like a king. Ladies, I would say the same thing. Get with a dude that has mother and father. And if they do got, or if they're coming from a single parent household, at least make sure they are well intact as far as their mental is concerned. Make sure there's no underlying issues that would cause them to be on a violent eruption. Colton, what's going on, my guy? Something that y'all should think about for real. Because again, we have people right now who can never tell their story or they loved ones have to tell the story. You know? And you wish that some of these people would actually avoid the situations before it gets out of hand. But unfortunately, you're gonna have some people that they don't know which way to go, and they feel like this is all they know. I'm going to try my best to be with somebody and try to change that person. But guess what? Once a person is built the way they built, there's no changing that. If a person was born around and has been raised around nothing but violence and ignorance, expect that from that person, unless that person breaks the cycle themselves. That's just like if you know for a fact this person has been around and raised around severe alcohol and drug use, you got to be careful. Now, again, you have some situations where some people have come from that, but they turn everything and beat everything as far as the odds was concerned. They turned everything around for the better. Nexie, baby. You know, I think that's important. You know, again, you're right, though. Change does start within. But once you see that a person is not willing to change certain aspects, once you see that they are not willing to compromise, even for the better or for the sake of, that's when you gotta turn your ass around and walk away. But also remember this: if you just got out of an abusive relationship, you will want to try to heal yourself the best way possible. Take that necessary time for yourself, and that's on either end. Take the necessary time for yourself. Don't just be quick to jump into another situation without fully, thoroughly doing your due diligence. You know, and some people I don't believe are always going to remain physically violent. You know, you have some people who once they realize they made a mistake, or once they realize they have done something that completely damaged something that was going good, they tend to do some self-reflection. Leonica, baby, I knew one person who was raised around nothing but drugs and violence. That person had one relationship in their life. That one relationship taught them everything they needed to know. You know, it did get physical one time with that person, but after that, never again. Why? Because that person decided, in order for me to maintain and to continue that structure and the continuous building with this person, I got to let go of some of my past traumas, and that's what a lot of people need to do. You know, you are gonna have to do so. You are gonna definitely have to raise your awareness. You know, because any form of physical violence in a relationship or a marriage, it's a no go, and at some point, it could definitely turn way worse. You know, so again, you got to ask yourself what's more important: your overall safety, and your overall peace, or again, violence, mistrust. And see, and that's the thing though, in certain situations, you only got one time to mess up. The minute you mess up, forget about it. But you also got to remember this too. There's some of y'all who think that if you stay with a person, you could possibly change them. No, they gotta want to change themselves, and they gotta be willing to do so. You can't change a person's mindset, perspective, or anything. That's mostly up to them. You know, and that's what I'm saying. What do you deem is valuable, and what do you deem as important to continue in a strong, healthy relationship? If you think violence is that way to keep everything intact, I'm sorry, but some of you men and women are sadly mistaken. You know, and in some situations, you might have that person who got family who's ready to crash out for them. You know, so you got to take that into consideration. Shoot, you got some parents or some fathers who don't play that game with their daughters. You think to put your hands on my daughter, and that might be your last time putting your hands on anything. So you have to also remember that part too. You do have people who will crash out for their loved ones. But again, there's no excuse to ever get to that violent stage. And I mean that on both cylinders. There's some of you ladies right now who are putting yourselves in these type of dangers too, because you want to try to present that aggressive behavior, but you got to remember, again, we are not equal when it comes down to our anatomies and things along those natures. So I would suggest that some of y'all learn to keep your hands to yourself. If your partner is not being aggressive with you, if your partner hasn't done nothing the way you feel you should, and you never should at all. But if it's not a situation where it has to be that way, again, work on things. See, some people are afraid to talk. Some people won't say that they're going through things because they don't want everybody in their business. But for some people, they feel like it's embarrassing to think that, as safe as you possibly could be, you put yourself in a situation where, it's becoming worse and worse by the day. A person should be able to love you without having to physically do any harm to you. Again, some of y'all have to learn these lessons the hard way and it's sad, but then you got those who they've seen and they've heard stories and they realize that this is not the way. Again, there's no form of love. There's no amount of love that is going to keep you with somebody who doesn't care about you and is obviously trying to do things in their power to try to get rid of you. We talk about how some people should just walk away when there's cheating involved, right? But we also try to encourage people in those physical situations to walk away as well because it's important. You want to be, you want to be able to see your family. You want to be able to, still breathe and live comfortably. You got to get yourself out of these unfortunate situations. Ladies, the same thing. Get yourself out of these situations. Stop allowing people to talk to you any old type of way and treat you any old type of way. And it's vice versa. Man, you got to stand up for yourselves when needed. And if this person can't respect what you're saying, if they can't respect anything along those lines, then guess what? You need to walk away as well. But like I said earlier, once you walk away, take that time to heal and do the necessary soul searching, you know? Because you don't want to try to walk into a new situation with old baggage or past trauma. Because that's an easy way for you to lose out on something good as well. Some people have a hard time trusting, but that's because some of these people haven't took that necessary time to really heal. And there's multiple ways to get to that point right there. Shout outs to my brother Word too, because he had a dope topic last night, And it's true. Some people refuse to let go of past traumas. Some people refuse to let go because they feel it's necessary to still be with a person and try to change the dynamics. But you'll find out in the long run that, a lot of times it ain't what it's cracked up to be. And the minute you decide to go back to that person, like I said, guess what? All respect will be out the door. They're going to look at you, they're going to weaponize that, and that's exactly what will happen. My bad, y'all. I had to take this quick apple juice break. Shout outs to the Minute Maid I'm drinking. Oh, man. Definitely make sure y'all staying hydrated, though, for reals. I know it's a hot box in some of y'all areas, but do the necessary things to keep yourself intact. Appreciate you for dropping those links, serious, baby. Working hard in this damn heat outside, baby. But I think it's important. The one thing you gotta remember is let people be who they are. When people show you good things, you gravitate to those good things. But when they show you things other than, you know, you sit back and analyze and then you make your decision from there. Again, the one thing you should remember is that a relationship isn't about control. It isn't about competition. It's just about being with each other and helping each other build and grow. The minute you understand that, the minute you'll realize that some of the things you thought was a good look for you, you'll realize it wasn't. then you'll swiftly change that. Again, be with somebody who wants the best for you. Be with somebody who's going to show you the best thing. You know, try to avoid those scenarios where it could get dangerous and deadly. You know, again, you could imagine all the stories that we've heard, even stories that made the news. Love, baby, baby. Again, if some of these people were actually here, I believe the stories they would tell you would probably not just boggle your mind, but it would definitely make you think twice about the people you put around you. You know, it's critical nowadays to start loving yourselves more. You know, start building yourself from the inside out. It's about structure at the end of the day. And the minute you have somebody who is crumbling that structure, that's when you know you have to leave. You know, if they not going to help build with you, if they not going to try to uplift you in the best ways possible, there's no need for you to be with them. At least from my opinion and perspective, that's how I look at it. You know, it's important though, because again, you know, this will be the difference between a life and death situation. You know, so most I can say in this situation, especially in this day and age, is, you know, again, love yourself, believe in yourself, and also just, you know, embrace every imperfection, every flaw, embrace every strength. You know, sometimes you might have to look yourself in the mirror and take a deep look. You know, for some people, they don't see much because they've been through enough trauma. And those traumas could definitely affect your mind and it could affect the way you think. Tired of hearing stories of these domestic situations that turn out to be the worst type of situations. If after you see that one or two things you try to do didn't work and it feels like it's back to square one, gotta get away from that. And for some of y'all, you definitely need to keep close tabs on your loved ones. You know, and in some instances, I would say for some of y'all, you're gonna have to definitely take heed to the advice that's being given to you. You know, again, why put yourself in a situation where, you know, why put yourself in a situation where it could be the deadliest of situations? Look out, serious. Be safe on the road, baby. You know, this is why I don't stray away from these type of talks. Because yes, we've dealt with certain scenarios back in the day, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. Like I said previous live I did a couple weeks ago. There's some men and women who out here fighting like they in a boxing match. You got some people who are also amping up the situation. And again, the minute you get those type of scenarios, you gotta get away from it. Ladies, if you've been abused, if you've been hit in any way, shape, or form, you have to remember it's your life. You have to get up out of there. You know? Why drown yourself in unwanted scenarios? You know, you gotta remember. You know, yes, We all want to try to build and be with somebody who is going to complete us. But the domestic violence is something that, you know, should never be overlooked. And it should never again have that much of an impact on you. You know, we're already in a situation where we have too much going on in the world around us. You know, and at some point, gotta be the voices of reason. Voice of reason will definitely give you the best type of advice. The voice of reason will definitely try to keep you on the up and up. My bad, y'all. I don't know what the hell just popped up on my phone, but I'm glad I'm on vacation because I ain't got to worry about none of that. But yeah, again, there's some of y'all who think that love is supposed to be violent. Love is supposed to be disrespectful. No. And again, this could be a trigger warning for some because some people have been around or know people who have been victims of. No man should be dragging his woman by her hair out of a house, just like a woman shouldn't be physically causing harm to her man. In some scenarios, guess what? It won't just be one person going to jail. It'll be both of you going to jail for the night. And again, you got to remember, why be with somebody who's going to be physically and verbally abusive? Why even try to have children with somebody who's going to be on that level? You know? And if you already have kids with that person, again, you better remember your safety and your child's safety. Before you have to do the unthinkable or the unimaginable just to save your life, you can save your life and save yourself the headaches by just, again, picking up and walking away. And if that person doesn't change at any point, then you got to remember that's not a person you want to be with. That's not a person who is going to do right by these children. I'm sorry, but these type of talks, it kind of get to the people because, again, look at it. You know, some people again will get triggered because of these type of talks, and I assure you that my job here is just to bring this content, bring this awareness, but stand firm on it. And I'm sorry, but domestic violence is not the way to go on any level. Like, you can't call somebody a friend, prime example, or you can't call somebody a boyfriend or a husband if they always quick to find a way to start a fight with you on the physical level, you know? And you should never be forced to do anything that you're uncomfortable with. You should never be forced to be in this type of situation. You know? Again, you got to ask yourself what's important, your mental peace and your physical health, or is, being almost like a slave the way for you. Because the minute you decide you're going to go against the grain on any level, yeah, you're going to expect that. Yeah. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Over here staring out this damn window. It definitely look like you want to try to storm later. So again, those out and about in the city, keep a spare umbrella because I think it will be thundering and lightning again tonight. But yeah, this is something that we definitely need to keep discussing and speaking on because at some point, like I said, these type of talks will lead to eventual thinking. But for some people, it will definitely lead to a healing that they need. Think that's really important though. Walking away from the situations you need to walk away from. But yeah, I think it's time for ladies to start loving themselves more. Fellas, start having more confidence in yourself. Be around the people who actually mean something to you and be around the people who want to see the best for you. But you also got to remember these people have to accept you for who you are. These people can't try to change you or try to force you to change anything that isn't going to help you in the long run. You could take advice, but you also got to remember too, essentially everything you have so many people who they're not themselves because they are around people who are too violent and too controlled. They feel like there's no breathing room and no space. You should never feel that way on any level. You know, the minute you feel restricted or you feel like things are not panning out how they should pan out, that's when again you turn around and leave out that door. And once you leave out that door, don't come back. Again, focus on yourself, focus on being the best you. And if somebody wants to deal with you, they have to be able to accept you all around the board, not try to control you or manipulate you. You know, again, do some soul searching. Take some time to yourself, and I mean off your phones, off of social media, from in front of a TV. Just take some time off. And once you see that certain things are definitely not panning the way it should pan, that's when you'll know it's time to leave. You know, but I feel like I kind of talked about this enough today. I said I was going to do a little light chat today, speak to the people, because again, we definitely have to speak on that. Yes, we're going to have some scenarios where domestic violence is being, is being a target toward the person that they're with. Domestic violence is something that, again, could turn you and your family's world upside down if you don't catch it in time. You're supposed to have respect for yourself in order to have respect for others. So if you're not respecting anything you're doing, I don't expect you to respect the person you with. But that's something you're gonna have to change. Because if you don't want to be another victim of circumstance, or be another number in that prison system, or far worse, unalive because somebody family decided they was tired of your BS and they want you up out of here. If they want so, they will do so. Think it's important for real. Start thinking for yourselves and start loving yourself more than anything. You know, you know. What the hell? Hold on, y'all. Stream y'all tweaking real quick. But yeah, again, this is something that I am going to, I'm going to definitely revisit. I'm going to drop this link in case anybody want to chime in. Again, I know for some, it could be triggering. I know for others, they definitely don't want to talk about this because it is a sensitive topic. But I would say this again for my young brothers and sisters out there who are on that dating field, or possibly on the verge of getting married. If that person doesn't truly love you, respect you, honor you, then there's no need for you to cross that threshold with them. Because the most you're going to always get out of that situation is nothing but headaches and heartaches. You shouldn't have to worry about covering your eyes, or you shouldn't have to worry about not being seen because of those situations. Again, love yourselves, believe in yourselves, and the right things will fall into place. Don't be so desperate just to be with somebody that you're willing to compromise yourselves. Real spill, baby. You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, like last night's topic was definitely a great one, and I do plan on revisiting that. And I'm gonna definitely have a link pinned when I do this part two. Today is just a light conversation because I want this to really get out there. Again, violence is never the key solution to any problems when it comes to relationships and marriage. The minute you are, or the minute you feel you are a victim of such things, get away from that person. Try to find somewhere where you can gain peace and closure. But again, just get away from that. But some of you fellas are going to definitely have to show more intelligence, more emotional awareness and intelligence. It's key words, some of you, not all of you. Because there are men out there who have never and probably never will put their hands on their significant other. Why? Because they already learned from a basic age that it's not acceptable, and at some point you're going to put yourself in serious harm's way. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I was trying to find something else. Yeah, apparently I can't have fun no more with my video drops, y'all. So I'm a little bit upset right now. Just a little bit. I can't have no damn fun. But I'm gonna make sure we do have fun. Like I said, last night's topic was just the tip of the iceberg. We're gonna definitely keep having these talks and conversations. Again, once you realize somebody is not all the way there, That's when you leave, because you never know what could transpire or take place. And if you don't want to be another victim of them circumstances, again, your best bet is to walk away. Find that peace and harmony that you're looking for, and then you move on from there, build and grow. Angela, baby. But yeah, since I can't have no fun, can't do my little drop videos right now, it's all good. I did owe y'all, because I was gonna do this last night, but the topic was so good last night and the conversation was so good. And again, shouts to Riders for popping in. That we had to have this serious talking conversation. You know, yes, we had some fun and games as well too. The one thing to remember, and this is on either end, if a partner of yours is not willing, or if they are not allowing you to be your true self, that's not somebody you want to be with. Because you should never feel restricted in a relationship. You should never feel less than. Oh nah, it's something with the stream y'all right now. I mean, I can still drop the short videos on my channel, but as far as trying to play them, they telling me I gotta buy something for me to play those. But I still can play the music that I downloaded on here, which is the sad part about it. I can still play this though. Now I can still play this, but I can't play none of my damn videos. So, like I said, with this right here was just a little light talk. I did owe the people some fun. It is hump day, and I'm feeling a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit petty, so you know we gonna get it in.
These niggas prayed on my downfall. These niggas prayed on my downfall. On no 10, bitch, I stood tall. Show these just boy niggas how to ball. Go get a thermometer for the pot. I need this shit cooked right. Let's keep that water 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You ever been inside a federal courtroom? Nigga, you ever went to trial and fought for your life? Being broke did something to my spirit. Ass niggas deployed me. They act like they couldn't hear me. Look at me now, dropping German engineer. You don't want your baby mama, fuck, keep the hoe from near me. Kilroy. Remember when I used to use your L's to hit the road, hit the O, and make them big boy sales? Ooh, remember when you had them green things, man?
Yeah, I know, sis.
Trying not to have them green things smell fast was on me. What you know if I related to money? I don't know nothing. I just used to see them walk to the Coney. I fuck with bitches. My body can't go for Persian and Cody. Any further questions, you can take that up with the lawyer. My nigga fake with J Money. Right on low project. Joe, I tell you every day before school, I sold a half both. How you think I won best dress with no support? And had no paid lawyers coming in and out of court. Hey, wind up. Hey, D.O. ain't get a blessing. We made it out in Kentucky after all that happened. After the pre-trials, after the status, after the impact statements, after the castle. Hey, JR, nigga. Ain't it a blessing? We made it out of Lansing after all that happened. That bitch, nigga, after Michigan State, after Hump, when our mans told on us the bands they took from us. Joy Road, bitch, put the money long as 6 mile, 3 mile, knock your ox down, pick her up, knock her back down, pull her tracks out. Yes, I slap girl. Yes, I slap dog. Yes, I slap loud. Yes, I slap a pussy nigga if he act out. Yes, I caught cases on the road with them killers, bro. Kill me if I snitches. If you snitch, I'm gonna kill you. Spent a lot of time on the yard with them gorillas. Stood tall. Did I let niggas hold me? Quit being silly. I know for a fact your bitch pussy get wet for a nigga. Cause I do it better. Plus, I'm doing better than niggas. I'm at home when I'm down there in Lexington, nigga. If I'm the king, they gon' drop you in who next to you, nigga. I'm saying little T. If get ahead of them niggas. When you take off, I look back and try to rescue them niggas. I catch mans to make sure you get the rest of them niggas. Don't let them get the best of you, just get the revenue, niggas. So let me know what you can have. Okay, congrats. We both some extras, so if I'm busy, you can make it things. Blade dance needs $60 salary. To get it there and back, tell the feds I need a challenge. My first offer was 30 years, not a day low. I told them crackers holla at me when they sober, bro. I'm a villain. You think I ain't got that blow? Yeah, you right, bro. Take his head off his fucking show. You hear me? Get the rollie stole with the rodeo. It was our getaway project portfolio. You hear me? Hey, I heard I had some sneak dishes. Whoever feeling hot, that hater got a heat session. Good said don't entertain them hungry niggas. I wish I would pay attention to these homeless niggas. They go call my phone. I don't want to do no song with niggas. They tell your bitch to tighten up before I bone them. I don't know you niggas. Fuck wrong with niggas. Through these light buffs, I can see the hole in niggas. Free my nigga Perry, go that way be hoeing niggas. Shoot the smile off your face, I don't joke with niggas. Why I can't trust you with that strap if you ain't got nobody? Why I can't take you on no lick if you ain't round nobody? You ain't no shooter, you can't do that shit without no money. I came home and hacked the hoes wetter than collar hard. 30 months ago, niggas ain't think that I was coming home. So I'm to them niggas free since I've been coming home. Get them to the crib, bust them down, I bitch run alone. This SK and get the second like it's so wrong. 30 bands 2 times, watch this money come. The fans say my name hot like when the oven on. Bitch, I came home to my little brother gone. Niggas say they looking for me, pull up in the study zone. Who said I'm a snitch? You just heard a lot from him. Better check the black and white, that paperwork the one for him. Zero toleration for that nigga, take his life from him. He don't want that bitch to play. Okay, I talk to him. I ain't here from bitches when I had the blues on. So soon as I'm done fucking, put your shoes on. I'm on parole in 2 states, I can't move wrong. The feds trying to build a case, I can't move wrong. I want the trial back to back, bitch, I'm 2-0. Say the Kentucky banned me from Mary Grace. Oh, yeah, I can't even be a public one.
I hear you, sis.
They don't want over here. They don't know what he on. I know they prayed on my downfall. I already know that.
Nah, it's not just YouTube, love, baby. It's also shit. StreamYard. They bugging. One more game.
It's your boy. And I be yelling out, gang, 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 gang. Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Jump your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside with my gang from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9, I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9, I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9, I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9, slide down road, slide down road with my close friend. Bitch, I ain't no kid, I'm a grown man. And I don't need your cash, got my own bands. But they call me Mr. Breaker Bitch in Japan, and I went gang gang. Yeah, gang gang. Big dog shit, dog tag, let them chains hang. Choke, bitch, I hope this ain't your main thing. And I be sliding around with the bananas like a orangutan. I be sliding around with that dick like a stud dude. And if it's up, then it's stuck. Nigga, fuck you. Bitch, I'm from the deuce. Bitch, I'm from the foe. Enterprise Park somewhere you can't go. That's on Roy. That's on Roy. I'ma go nuts like I'm enjoying. Bitch, I'm from the deuce. Bitch, I'm from the foe.
I see you out here getting this.
Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Check your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside with my gang. I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9, I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9, I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9, I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9. Come here if you gang bang. Had that workout by daybreak. And I be a day late. 2 yards of melee. Been going up and going nuts like paydays. Spending homies money on JJ. The red homies great. Look, I'm really from the gang gang. Westside royalty. Respect and loyalty, old school tech, I had the all these boiling, stop out, hot dog, hot water, boiling. P Street, got something like that, Lee Street. We gonna get the job and watch us spin, it's a repeat. 6 weeks, dropped 100, we was 3 deep. I'ma dive in on little baby more than knee deep. Westside royalty, our bands for the loyalties. Shut the party down up in the ops, you tryna spoil it. Those couple big state 9 to put it on them, put the holes on them, and then we got the hole in now. Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Check your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside with my gang. I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9, I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9, I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9, I'm from the deuce to the four. The bitch to 8 to 9. I put on in my train right behind Enterprise. You ain't got a body that go looking alive. 142 like Jackie, I ride outside with the guys, and you know we got gonna be at West National with time. No valuable room. You ain't got it up the side when your hair out your earth, then strike it out. When your hair out your earth, then strike it out.
James number 8, what's going on, my guy?
Like flag to the right, make a left on the white. I was on the hand, flamed up every semester. Make a run when the dog coming. 142 stick the piece, shit ain't far from it. Hit her up in all of them. Blue faces all bloody. Since white bangs, we been gang, free the gang, turn the cash. I was born a bastard. The bitch wanna choose, make her choose up faster. Always hanging out, neighbors wanna be a pastor. I never post a blower cause I never been a flat. Been on site, then wanna be like Mike. I always did what's wrong, never did what's right. Gotta play your cards right, gotta earn the fucking game. And I'm with
that, baby. What's going on, sis?
Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Check your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside with my gang from the deuce to the foe. The big to 8 to 9 from the deuce to the foe. The big to 8 to 9 from the deuce to the foe. The big to 8 to 9 from the deuce to the foe. The big to 8 to 9 now gang gang.
Remix.
So sad. Young niggas, I got old cats, spazzing on their ass. I got problems on my whole ass. Got my leg with man, poppin' niggas like the gun tag, shopping on their ass. I just bought a new old jet, yeah, it's so fast. Smoking flopper, you a jet, all I smoke is gas. Don't you ask me where the pole at, where your clothes at. I ain't talking about my niggas, but y'all tripping too. Is it you? Tell my nigga what the hell got into you. Project baby, y'all was skipping in the hallway. I was into school. All my P's and Q's. All them niggas call me Chickaboo. Concrete that you niggas won't cross the street. Pardon me, I'm talking, so don't you talk to me. I ain't dissing on nobody. I'm vibing on the beat. Honestly, I'm just trying to be. I just gotta be trying to get over for anything. Tell lies to me. I spent 5 on my pink ring. She love my diamond ring.
See you, Giddy baby.
No way I'm married to the girl. She sell her body to me. I ain't getting on my knees, babe. You bow down to me. You go down for me. You lay down and do the time for me. Sorry, boo. Yeah, I lied to you, but don't you lie to me. It's the Kodak.
I see you, Angela, baby.
Told the doctor, I'm a healthy kid. I smoke broccoli. I will run your whole boy like Monopoly. Oh boy, you're the old boy. Fuck distraction, be struggling. Call me reasons to catch me where I be. I'm 10 toes down, you falling off your feet. I will treat your ass for a treat. Call it Halloween. Yeah, that money is what I paid for. Call it lottery. Goddamn, you's a clown to me. You's a clown to me. You can't smoke no black a mile with me. Get in the car with me.
Yeah, I might do something. Might do something on Clapper this weekend though, definitely. Don't worry, sis, you gonna see me. I still use it though. I see you out here getting it, sis. Hey. Hold on 1 second. Before I get disrespected again. My bad, y'all.
I'm trying to do is just argue all night. Say girl, I ain't about that life. I just seen that sign, but I gotta go, I gotta run out. Big bucks not coming in clutch. I was gonna say I ain't go front. Say girl, but it's just too much. It's too much, it's too much, girl. 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 It's too much, it's too much, girl.
That's too much. That's too much. Sassy baby. That's too much. I had switched before Clapper, but I can't log into my page for some reason. But nah, I'll be on Clapper Saturday, definitely. I'm gonna do something special, don't worry. Sassy, you want me to play the oxtails? I need to see a food short. It's too much. It's too much. Too much weed. It's too much weed. It's too much. It's too much weed. It's too much. It's too much weed. It's too much. It's too much weed. Too much. It's too much weed. Oh no. Don't encourage the madness. I see laughter in the air. Don't encourage the madness, y'all. That's too much. That's too much weed. Don't encourage the madness, y'all. Don't. All right, now you can encourage the madness. Appreciate everybody that's rocking up. I need it. Tired of the same chicken, same biscuits, same fries, same two-piece your mama getting from Popeyes. Come and go. Your mama was a hoe. I see you, sassy baby. Don't think that I can drink this no more. I don't know. I should drink even though I love it. I know, Angela. Y'all don't listen when I say don't encourage it. I encourage everything. I ain't messing with y'all. Don't encourage the remix neither. Find another player. I'm losing it all. You did me bad. I've had enough. You're losing my heart. We're keeping in touch. How can we be friends when you was eating burnt ends? I'm tired of the same chicken, same biscuits, the same fries, the same two-piece your mama getting from Popeyes. And dry as French fries again. I waste my damn time. Come and go. Your mama was a hoe. I got her. Oh, I need her. I don't know if I should smoke even though I love her. Come and smoke, smoke, smoke. I told y'all not to encourage no madness. Why I'm seeing laughter in the chat. Sassy, you know better, baby. Real spill, you know better, baby. Angela, I ain't gonna say nothing to you. You don't listen. Nah, I appreciate y'all rocking out, though. And if y'all late to the conversation, just catch the replay, definitely. Same numbers, same games, same lies, the same tricks that you play and think I won't realize. The same I come again, I waste my damn time. I say, come and go, your mama was a hoe, I got her. Oh, I need her, but I hate her. I hate her, but I love her. Don't encourage my damn man. I keep telling y'all don't listen. See, just for y'all not listening, now y'all got to suffer. There you go, suffer real quick. Get your fist pump on. Get your fist pump on. No doubt, sis, you already. Switched it up. Switched it up. Homie, switched it up. No. Look at those tight jeans. Take off those tight jeans. Hey, I'm gonna remix this shit till it's over. Get your fist pump on, damn it. See y'all here getting it. Hey. Why you niggas wearing tight jeans? Why you wearing tight jeans? Why you wearing tight jeans? Why you wearing tight jeans? I see it was laughter behind the dancer. Oh shit! Shut up, niggas! Ain't nothing on fire. Shut up! God damn it! My bad, y'all. They're getting on my nerve now. See, now they gotta hear one of these now.
You say that you need me, but I don't feel needed at all. Girl, I've been through your hardest, and you broke me regardless. Catch me before I fall. Girl, I've been through everything.
So drink this tea, drink this gin. Trust me, girl, on your chin. Oh no. See, I ain't getting it. Hey. Cause I can change your heart. I can give you all the food stamps you wanted. I'm gonna stop remixing today. I'm gonna leave it alone. You know exactly what you want from me. Sorry, baby girl, but I don't have EBT. But I can never get enough. Too much passion, righteous, unrighteous, we love. Tired of going through the pain with you. Tired of going through the rain with you. Hit my phone, I'ma get you chicken bones. I see cartwheels and laughter. I can't do this with you. Not today. Oh, yes. Remix. Some days are easier to play. I find it hard to think with your brother. I hope you got your scooter, Angela. You did that some more when you gave up. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Something so I can possibly love you. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. It's over now, time to love you. You stay the whole time. It's love in the sky. Your eyes. If you see
scared the whole time. Was love the sky in your eyes? In your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes, yeah. I needed you, but you didn't listen. Told me you changed, but you're losing time. Something I wouldn't need a mention. Just go on, don't need attention, no. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Sometimes someone can mess you with love. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it.
Extra icy hot.
You share the whole time. It's love in the sky, in your eyes. Oh, if you see, you will stay the whole time. It's love in the sky, in your eyes. In your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes. See you will stay the whole time. Was love in the sky, in your eyes.
See y'all ain't getting it. Hey, sing the song, Tina. Sing the damn song. My bad.
The whole time was love in the skies, in your eyes.
Sing the damn song.
Ain't gang if you let shit slide. Ain't bad if you got a dick ride. Big guns and a lot of zip ties.
Heard you motherfuckers got pink eye. Don't stop, man. Stop the beat. You wanna come and choke? You wanna come smoke?
I need to turn on. We gon' sit and chill. I need to turn on. I'll leave with this on my. Sit the nigga bag on my.
Brush down like that lobby.
You new, pretty man, cause you ain't know. Pretty face with a Barbie doll. Another year, another pencil.
Don't encourage the madness, sis. Don't encourage it. I see you laughing.
We gon' spin and chill. Deep in the struck. A nigga turn on.
You want to snitch
Spin and chill. Deep in the struck. A nigga turn on. I ain't tryna be buddy. I'm a multi-million-dollar home. All the points when I go through your. Watching the bitches laughing. Titty kissing all over my. Get a stick, step it in a row. Another year, another pencil. We gon' spin and kill. Deep in the struck. I need to turn on. We gon' spin and kill. Deep in the struck. I need to turn on.
See right here, so baby.
We gon' spin and chill. Deep in the struck. I need to turn on.
Remix.
Got an attitude, what you better say, so I ain't mad at you. Ain't telling to what I gotta do to be having you. I'm in the avenue, top 5 city, in a Cypher soul. Yeah, ass fat, but it's the right city, kind of soul. She established too, I'm established too, it's compatible. She was talking practice, had a current roll, got a banner boo. I ain't chicken till the end, if I'm my brother, I ain't mad at you. Fucking in the kitchen, we ain't even make it to the rest of the room. Met her in the trailer, so she sucking different, and she tatted too. If she in the rent, the bitch is different, and she nasty too. Yeah, my body different when I move for yeah, I'm a animal. And my body different, I'm a eater, not just like I'm here to move. I'm a animal, I get active too. I'm gonna eat that pussy like an animal. For sure. I'm fucking the same, but on my big top of that animal. For sure. That pussy be purple wet when you wear it, feel like it's grabbing you. For sure.
For sure.
I ain't mad at you, but I had to do what I had to do. For sure. She got that attitude when she said a nigga like she mad at you. For sure. I want y'all to go back. Just like this beef and cash line from YouTube. Yeah, that's me. Magic. That just beef from cash line from YouTube. Until like NBA, the day I was from Baton Rouge. Made it on the NBA, fucking niggas see me, no fucking rules. Put that pussy in my face, get your pussy drink, that's all I do. It might even be on loop, you found something new, I just found blue. Didn't give it my cycle, make it my cycle, make it my cycle. If I need to hit you up, just take it and I can count on you. Maybe I'm a sick of drinks, so I had to stay silent. Slide in the big truck with a spin, bitch, put it in smooth. For sure, for sure. She gonna day like a wonderful. For sure. Please hold another W. For sure. You met the direct card, another W. For sure. I'll make some money in here. I'm trying to have fun with you.
Hell no, it ain't me. Got an attitude because it's almost 2:15.
Got an attitude, what you better say, so I ain't mad at you. Ain't telling to what I gotta do to be having you.
I'm in the top 5. You know that. I'm crazy too.
Yeah, ass fat, you eat your rice in the soul.
Got some Chinese rice with some pork rice and some vegetables. Got some chicken wings and the motherfucking French fries, dude.
I ain't chicken today.
That shit cost me $10.25, dude.
Fucking in the kitchen, we ain't even make it to the rest of the room. Met her in the trailer, so she sucking different, and she tatted too.
My brain is on rewind again, my bad. Rewind the tape. Rewind the damn tape. Remix.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't even lie, I be running. I be trying to get out of there, baby. She gon' look at my house. She gon' look at my house. She coming. Soft me tonight, use my hands on the jiggle. I'm the baby. Trying to be the man in the middle. Bend it over. Let me see if you can dance on the pickle. Sex can't wait to get her hands on the nigga. Yeah, fat with a feet. What it look like from the back, I won't see. She got a slip out of it. She poke it out that still back to me. I'm tripping. If that ass jump in the ocean, I'm swimming. If that ass go up in the head and I'm flying. And if that ass moving like that, you skinny. Then still a fat ass to me, girl. I ain't lying. I'm telling the truth when I speak. I get like that. Girl, what you do? What you eat? What your mama look like? Let me see her. My name Jonathan. My nice to meet you. Okay, it's fat. You don't know how to fuck that thing out. Ain't no problem with that. I can teach you. Shit, all you need is some ass, some hands, and some knees. Some baby on your motherfucking speak. Yeah, with no hand in it all. Looking nigga dead in his eye like so. Yeah, with no hand in it all. Looking nigga dead in his eye like so. Quit playing. Doing no hand in it all. Looking nigga dead in his eye like so. No hand. Doing no hand in it all. Looking nigga dead in his eye like so. Yeah, walk back, put your hands on your knee. Yeah, nigga scared now, nigga he can leave. Just walk back, put your hands on your knee. Walk back.
See out here getting it.
Yeah, walk back, put your hands on your knees.
Angela got the good icy hot today, I see.
Yeah, walk back, put your hands on your knees. Yeah, nigga scared now, nigga he can leave. Yeah. That would have peaked in the age. Yeah, I'm trying to eat healthy. Hey. Yeah, you could be who out today. Who I can see me and you on a date. Damn, I'm just meeting you, bitch. I'm late. Damn, trying to see you on the plate. Just like a tambourine, baby, make it shake. Quit playing. Yeah. She turned around, let me hear mine. She said, quit playing. That would have peaked. What it look like on the back of my feet. That would have peaked. That would have peaked. What it look like on the back of my feet. Yeah, that would have peaked.
Yeah, you can't trust me with nothing real quick. Well, you can. You can. Hold on.
1 2 step in the box, 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 1 2 step in the box. Yeah, wait, she on twice, she wanna get mixed. Like, fuck that babe, won't listen. I feel like right now I need me a belly. Like, fuck that babe, get busy. Show me a treat, but she really get trippy. I'm funny like Winnie, we run the city. Got hoes out of Jersey, got hoes out of Philly, got hoes in Korea. Like, jeez, I'm silly. Bobby, I need me a whip. I'm in the section, the belly said whip. I drink too much liquor, I'm way more than tips. I'm always in Philly, got hoes in the bitty. Niggas be capping, they carry no citrus. I'ma still be that nigga about 50. Loving bitches, that's where it gets tricky. I can't love with these folks, I be busy. My life is not regular, more than Mickey. Believe it or not, I got hot on purpose. I'm wearing a rubber, I won't hit it dicky. I brush on the face, now the city is sticky. Damn, get jiggy. 1 2 step in the box, get jiggy. Damn, get jiggy. 1 2 step in the box, get jiggy. I bet. Nigga, I'm different, I'm not like the rest. I was a rookie, but now I'm a vet. Ask about bitches, I feel like I'm correct. Staying twisted back, talking to the chest. Double came on and I'm paying for sex. In Jersey and New York, I feel like a net. This ain't no parlay, I hit like a bet. Like counting me out, I can never forget. Like what? I'm at the 3 or the 2, I'm the what? BBL.
Welcome back, Serious baby. Yeah, be careful out there with all that traffic.
Sorry, like cardio, stopping and stuff. Hit from the back, I might go to the front. She got a booty, I'm rubbing her butt. Like,
put some baby on your gut, like, 1 2 step in your mom's get jiggy.
1 2 step in the box, get jiggy. 1 2 step in the box, get jiggy. 1 2 step in the box, get jiggy. 1 2 step in the box, get jiggy.
Oh wait, we got you, Series. Hold on, remix. Hey, 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 hey. Put a Democrat booth. I remember about booth.
What's your mouth? Doors to the top.
I like how we take top players, smoking on kush, pretty white t-shirt. To be fly, new whip, I'm waiting, got the coupe, Maserati, you spot, I fed it. A bad ass, you all kind of places. He gon' spend it all, got the cash in the basement. Click up with the total their faces. Got a bill on the tip, no pennies.
See how you getting it.
No Gucci, no dollar carrot. On the gram, on the that you hack my account, I'ma show off this tattoo. Even if you don't want to clear, I ain't giving up shit, so I'm taking.
See you, Serious baby. See you, Angela baby. Hey. This is Cotton Candy Sweet and Gold remix, damn it. Let me see the Tootsie Roll. That's all this is. Cotton Candy Sweet and Gold remix. Damn it. Go ahead. All I can hear is Cotton Candy Sweet and Gold. Drops keep coming. Drops keep coming. Drops keep coming. Breathe with it. Remix. Bring your chopping asses. Keith, what's going on, my guys? Little mommy, and I have to punch you in your face in your E-I-E. So you know I travel Yo, EBT, I believe that is missing. Yeah, I smell you later. Big up to my now and laters. I was a snotty nose, no paper. Now I'm giving tombstones like my name is Undertaker. You's a WW fool. You's a dummy. Tip your ass like a playboy bunny. While I'm starting on my jigsaw, full of twisters, riding with the sister. Got that coke and rum, and I stay with two mixers. Take a picture of the mixer and the last and these haters get stretched out like a bad thong. So put the mask on, get masked up, and you can put $1 million of your cash up. Hello. I'm in the cool whip, inside's yellow. How about this pretty mother? Like, hey. Don't shadow watch me, bitch. Come do something too. One got, one blunt. Hello. Young chisel, been getting paper. Pretty wheels on the couch like savers. Get the club with 20 fruits like flavor. I'm on the top floor, your neighbors. Who you kick? I get my 87 trailer. Went from 2 houses to the first drive check to the job. Wanna go with under my shirt. Get 25 and show me why I won't fall that. See you out here getting the A. See you serious, baby. You real soul. Got the streets on lock on my K-Lo. Put me in the where I'm the realest in the room. Take a look at my what you call street approval. Got a lot of haters, but he knows you. On my play dog, homie, never been a fool. I'm a dog, though. I heard he snitching too.
No doubt, keep you already, man.
Now, what do I look like? Sniper troll out. And I don't look right.
And that don't sound right. I said you can get a full clip out of sound white. Super gang, in the game with a diggy in the phone chain. I'm in that Wi-Fi, I'm in heat 2 lanes, blue 6, white string, weather that new rain. Cyphers with blue veins, I keep a black clock brand, I blue flame. Feet hanging out the window, drop my shoe game. Cause all my kicks fly like blue cane. Oh, player, new game. I'm focused. I'm thinking like I got 2 frames. And in my prime, I feel like a new Wayne. I swear there was 2 women, but ain't no 2 ways. I don't know what you do, but I do things. It's just the heaven that you see me got a new change. I'm so crazy. I ain't too safe. Like a beat. Just poop stay.
Yeah, that's what I thought, James. Don't play with me, James, number 8. Like, we bring it to the Bronx. Remix.
Mandatory pork chop sandwich. Just Nate, you a rebel on this bitch, nigga.
Stop the presses on that. Cut that is cut. Even go before we consider the beats. I love the rocks till they don't space. Then I'm out to the top to be a blind step. Correct. Once again, so you know it. There's been as much coaches that dives in that old shit. Come fit, the focus, close fit. Don't get it to other soul. No better than yours. So we just check the suicide doors. 30-inch grill and that block makes war. Looking back, I hit this shit to death. I guess I ain't killing it this time. I'm here to raise the dead. I'm here to raise the stakes. This time it's 10 bills. Supply the state bill. Ship by the then bill. And Joe crack me, X-Lines. You remind us, different scars behind me. The streets don't smash. Niggas on the corner out your knee, bro. Dance. The bitches they all dancing. Once you get that, get I got the heat on glass. Never see some clowning on that mean cheap. Cause down in New York, it's name. Jump man. I got that young man. Brother Joe, man, the king of the streets. TF3 incredibly credible, like Sean said. It was inevitable, the metal was going front page. And you know that can't go shot. The work day right in front of the one-stop shop. I'm a misery boulevard, right across the street from my homie dad place. It's no study to celebrate. That's when it became apparent to me. That the pits and hustlers will be apparent to me. I'm clean, innocent, you're wrong, and I'm just a product of the streets. Product of some beat, product of that Capadonna money 3 G's. Problem is when I win my shit eats.
But wait, just think the opposite of that. You be staring down the opposite side of this blunt, nigga. Once again, back is the incredible, indestructible, the incredible. Have you ever had to swell to your melon and you hot back?
When the cops at brand and they jump, just a few seconds, your brains be laying on your stomach. On my face, you know I gotta keep that covered for your gingerbread eyes. Niggas, the heat's running on high. Show crack eye. Make me kick and certain niggas on the fly. I got the streets on smash. Niggas on the corner watching me on gas. Capitulate on gas. Want to get that kickstand.
You're damn right.
I got the heat on blast. Let me see from climbing on that mean cheap. Oh, cause down in New York, this thing. Want to get that kickstand. Incredible.
Just make you a rebel on this bitch. Wait, serious, don't leave just yet. I got something for you, damn it. I got something for you. Wait a minute. My shuffle list is getting crazy. What's going on, my guy? Before you get settled in, wait a minute. Before you get settled in. Before you get settled in, dang it.
I'm on the stage right now, singing your favorite song. In the crowd, you know where to be from as they sing along. I say, you look good out no makeup, no lashes, even better when you wake up. I see the look on your face, I see you hiding it. I see you looking for someone to step you right off your feet. You wanna ride in the rain. You wanna go out on dates, you want somebody to come bring you flowers, someone to talk for hours, wash your back while I sit in the shower, someone to tell you you're beautiful, someone to tell you you mean it, someone to tell you I love you every day and don't got a reason. You want someone to bring you peace, someone to help you sleep, someone to pick you up when you're feeling down, feeling lonely, somebody who can make it better, somebody who can open up those gates, open up those gates to your heart. I'm on the stage right now, singing your favorite song. Look in the crowd, you know where to be found as they sing along. I say, you look good out no makeup, no lashes, even better when you wake up. I see the look on your face, I see you looking for peace. I see you tired of the hurt, tired of the pain, tired of the nights when you can't get no sleep. I see you tired thinking about it. See you tired thinking about it, you're leaving. See you tired of being so tired. You damn sure ain't getting leaving. Somebody who can make it better. Somebody who can open up those gates. Open up those gates to your heart. I'm on the stage right now, singing your favorite song. Look in the crowd, you know where to be from as they sing along. I say, you look good out no makeup, no lashes, even better when you wake up. Nobody should do that to love you so good. Like love you so good. The color is so good. Like a line is so good. The line is so good. The body is so good. You better start a fire.
I'm so bad, I need some money, so I need more money, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I do it, she get your back, you don't know, I help you inspire, attitude, I'ma give you some best on my attitude, I ain't gonna see my fashion, the can't respect your black shoe, I don't play about money, no care, I'm addicted to you in this club, nobody is to do, it's not too obvious, okay, I like your confidence, so good confidence, okay, that's not good line, it's okay, what's good, you better start a whole fire, I'm fire, I need some money, so I need money, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole fire, I go where did you get your back, you don't know, I have you inspired, maybe let's go movie, she gives me, maybe I'm choosing, maybe she just back it up, because I ain't fast enough, I'm not enough, I don't try to go, you know that, nobody is to do, it's not too obvious, okay, I like your confidence, it's okay, confidence, okay, that's like a line, it's okay, nobody is to do, you better start a whole fire, I'm fire, I'm smoking silence, I need more money, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole fire, I do it, did you get your back, you don't know, I have you inspired,
See y'all he getting it. Hey, I see you now, look at baby. Hey, remix.
Even all of my life on the road, doesn't mean I don't have time for you. Plenty I've tried, almost came close, but none of them compare to you. So let's live our life more than one night. Promise if I could, I'd do it twice to first. Put on my house, first place. Oh my God, my life is so crazy, but as long as you're right here, never gossip, nothing can stop us. I wanna love you with no fears. We can do this thing together. Close your eyes and take my hand. Cause we're having something special, baby. Let's just take our chance. Yes, yes. Last week I was a thirst for me. Only thing I was missing was you. Who would have thought we would meet there by now? We've been sure ever since high school. Let's live our life, dancing all night. You are where you should be. I want this for life.
What you said?
Put on my flowers, first fly. Oh my life is so crazy, but as long as you're right here, all the gossip, nothing can stop us. I wanna love you with no fears. We can do this thing together. Close your eyes and take my hand.
I see you serious, baby. Hey,
Special, baby, let's just take our chance. Don't be shy, don't be scared. Get up, I want you. I don't care. Get up, baby, move your feet up. Been waiting so long for a feeling like that. Your life can get so crazy, but as long as you're right here, none of the gossip, nothing can stop us. I wanna love you with no fears. We can do this thing together. Close your eyes and take my hand.
no doubt, Angela. Appreciate you, baby.
Let's just take our chance.
Got a couple songs left, and I gotta get up out of here myself, y'all. But I appreciate everybody that rocked out. Remix. Hopefully, y'all enjoying your time here. And for those in the shadows watching, hit that like button.
If you need, I can stay for tonight. Leave your keys, can you please turn off the lights? I'm loving you for the moment and no good life.
I lay with you, make myself at home. Make you feel like you're in control. Take my time, I'm gonna take it slow. Make you feel like I may not go. I'm on it, giving you till the morning time. I make you want it. Sexy, slow baby, where your mind fun. Slow baby, where your mind fun. Oh baby, where your mind fun. Slow baby, where your mind fun. Come back to me, come back to me. You're gonna be my destiny. You're your destiny. Take where your heart, girl, I got your card. Take where your heart, me, I tell you from start. Take where your heart, girl, I got your card. Take where your heart, me, I tell you from start. I'ma tell you what I promise. Come with me, I'll leave it away. Girl, you know I'm the novice. Gotta get you before you get me. Lay with you and myself at home. Make you feel like you're in control. Take my time, I'm gonna take it slow. Make you feel like I may not go. I'm on it, giving you till the morning time. I make you want it. Sexy ladies, slow baby, when you're my fun.
I'll see you guys serious, baby. Hey.
Slow baby, when you're my fun. Come back to me, I'm coming next to me. You're gonna be the destiny. You're your destiny. Destiny. Slow baby, when you're my fun. Girl, I got your card. Take where your heart, me, I tell you from start. Take where your heart, girl, I got your card. Take where your heart, me, I tell you from start. I've been waiting so long that I wanted you know I'm on.
Straight to the bed, guys.
Let me know. Baby, you know I don't wanna waste your time. Baby girl. But it don't take nothing to say your mind. I wanna take all the time I got. Let you hide. She's your love. My girl, I'm on it. Giving you till the morning time. Make you want it. Yeah. Slow baby, when you're my fun. Slow baby, when you're my fun. Oh baby, when you're my fun. Slow baby, when you're my fun. Come back to me. I'll bring it next to me. Yeah, I'll be the destiny. Yeah, you're destiny. Next to me. Baby, when you're my fun.
Remix.
Baby, I need you. Oh, wish I could take you down by your way. Can't treat you wrong. Wish I could show you love. Wish I could make you know it. Baby, you need to know it. Where do you go? Every time I touch you, baby. Whisper me love. Nobody got it. You know, you know you can. Nobody knows. Just keep it in my head. I don't say it so much. I just need to touch you. Baby, I don't say it so much. I just need to touch you. Baby, I just need to touch you. I just need to touch you. Like you do, you touch me, I don't know. Like people lately, I know you they see me, maybe look easy. Like you go have it your way. Ooh, you make me go. Ooh, you know when I
I got 2 more left for y'all. I gotta get up out of here. Jerusalem. Appreciate everybody that rocked out this afternoon. Jerusalem. See you serious, baby. Hey.
No lo sé, tú me visitas, Jerusalén, no lo sé, Muhammed, tú me visitas, no lo sé,
Appreciate everybody that rocked out with the conversation. And appreciate everybody that stayed around for the music portion. Last song tonight, and I'm up out of here, y'all. Appreciate everybody that rocked out. Those that are celebrating birthdays, another year, another blessing around the sun. Enjoy yourselves. Make the best memories. Y'all know what it is. For the rest of y'all, I see y'all around these streets.
This one I bear to deja, baja. I don't get tired, deja, baja. I know my face calling me, la, la, la. Big man, we go to get la, la. Let me tell you, money go, what's it go? You are good, all the better. Pick your head, ride your phone, I will be die. Money, what's it going? You are good, all the better. They got it, ride it. I know you, making the same thing we do them on so many days. I can't go back to myself. When I try to just run my way, I can't go back to myself. Plenty, so bad with this. Just to mention money. But my people that go say I know one time, I know one time, I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy nothing, I want build house, I still want to know. Let me tell me, money, what's it going? You are good, all the better. They got that, Brian, the book, I know it. My nigga, what's it going? You are good, all the better. They got that, Brian, the winner. I know it. Different things and happening, schemes and packaging. In our life, for shows, I'm juggling. Flow like the ocean, my boat, I'm paddling. International fella, that's my bro, my family. What's in this? When it comes to money, I take concentrate. Like I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become shut up, you have to stay. But my people that go say, I know one time, I know one time, I know one time. I want enjoy, I want job time, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Money, what's it going? You are good, all the better. Because ride the one, I know people die or nothing. Money, what's it going? You are good, all the better. Because ride the one, I know people die or nothing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Appreciate everybody that rocked out tonight. And I'll see y'all running around these streets. Let me get my ass up out of here and charge up my device. Hopefully y'all enjoyed yourselves. Hopefully y'all enjoy the rest of your evenings. And again, for those celebrating birthdays, hopefully y'all keep yourselves safe, keep yourselves visual, and again, just enjoy every moment. I can't let y'all go out like that. You know I gotta do this. I felt that to bring this out the vault.
Started with nothing, now I'm up in Neiman for 20 bands. I did the Radisson, we tried to cope with the selling fan. I got the drop on my tongue and my niggas was watching on Million Man. I'm up in Harlem with all of my diamonds on feeling like Telecan. I shot every nigga hating on me, they can suck a dick. They know I can fuck they bitch. I probably hit me 100 licks. We was really in that crown fit. All I need is a damn bitch to take the product out of town quick. Can't be nervous go around this. Louis got me wearing brown chicks. Looking like I stepped in dog shit. Bringing all my niggas on the road with me. I ain't chillin' till we all rich. Nowadays I got a core chick. Force drop with the fog tank. Jumping at it like a frog do. Kiss the plug wax when I walk in. I ain't got time for the talk thing. Joking Melly, that's all shit. Every day a nigga fresh, looking like I step right by a call. So I drive back to Porsche. You want a bitch, I can't afford it. I bet I fuck until the morning. It's pouring like 100 horses. GG5 in the backwoods. Got the car smelling like horse shit. All of my bitches is gorgeous. VBS is sitting flawless. I pop the person, I'm nauseous. I got your bitch sitting courtside. 50,000 to my lawyers.
The reason I'm sitting in court high, calmer. What goes around comes around. Hope you got some armor. Got your bitch in Benny Horn. She trying to change me like Obama. Staring at you niggas, staring at me. Most of my denim is fear God. Only thing I ever feared was God.
It was so hard to go get it, y'all. If they had that power, we get it hard. I ain't got even no rap, nigga. Say my name, we gon' go get them wrong. Got my phone when they heat off. Got some money, nigga, we can talk.
I don't even need the weekend off.
Every day feel like a holiday.
I'm only fucking with the legendary people, so you had to fuck with Nathan Ray. I could just drop from a block away. You was that nigga bitch, not today.
All gas, we don't touch brakes. I will go for too much straight.
12 pounds in a Mustang. Your hoes never touch weight. Your hoes never touch block. Nigga right me on some damn cop.
Blowing if this truck stop. 2 words, nigga, fuck out. Catch you lacking by the bus stop.
I'm waiting on your train, homie.
Blowing white stacks about me in the streets.
They ain't got a thing on me.
Strapping like they ain't on it. None of the step out, it ain't on it. There's nothing in my pocket of normal. Stay to stick with the guys while I'm touring.
But I appreciate y'all for rocking out. You already know what it is. Calm. What goes around comes around. Hope y'all niggas got y'all armor. But let me get up out of here. Let me take the time out to thank everybody that's been a part of the build, still becoming a part of the build. Those that are new to the channel, y'all already know this is what we do over here. You know, and we're going to continue to keep bringing these conversations. For those that might just be tuning in, you could definitely catch the replay. What you mean? What the hell? What the helly? What the hellion? What the heliante? I ain't gonna play that yet. No, but definitely appreciate everybody. And I'll see y'all moving around these streets. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the replay game. Shout outs to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real builds. And I definitely see y'all moving around these streets. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evenings. And yeah, I could be back tomorrow with another conversation. If not, I'll definitely see y'all on Friday. But y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.